A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, a squad from the America, the Navy midshipmen, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mids offense will get first crack at it today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. The option look. Now the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today. What he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Probably play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Looking downfield, it's awesome. Makes the grab. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And Navy will go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle, it's Turbin. open space and turned on the Jets.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
There he goes! That's ready. The tag! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Rides the back on the option, the give. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Lowers those pads. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. On first down, running the read option to the right. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback will keep it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Quarterback on the keep. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense scoops it up and he's headed the other way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking downfield, it's awesome. He's going for it all. Give him 6. Touchdown, Irish!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And here comes the Navy offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David,
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now on first down from the 30. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the big story in this game is ball security for this quarterback right now. That's already his 2nd fumble of the game, guys, and we're not even through the first quarter yet.
You know what? Everybody gets energized, the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out, force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And you could tell the QB found a matchup he liked, and that was a tight end running that 7 route or that corner route, trying to make a play, trying to give him the football, but really, really nice coverage on the back end, not letting that big thump.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that. Play of the quarter coming. Handoff from the gun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. And he was off to the races and he gets it to the 45.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes quarterbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that, too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Another broken tackle. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He would not be denied. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's Turbin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to...
Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion to the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That that really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
On the set. 42.
The give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The official says no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to make them guess wrong on the read option to the right. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hardy. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. Off the play fake on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Back to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Wait, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Handoff to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but...
There he goes! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those deep.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Flying down the left side. turn it into a defensive score.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Power football with the run. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Now the play fake. He's got him. Oh, he got loose. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking it.
Oh, he's got some space. Fights off a defender. Pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Notre Dame, once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it at number.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And Navy will go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Give to the running back. Got a little space. Turning it on. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down. 12.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Toss sweep to the right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Back to pass. Fires it incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines to stand on the result of the play. No matter how much power